right, man. Got another star in the seat, man. Adekunle Gold. Let's get into this. Now, there was, I think personally, maybe it's just me. I think that Africans and African Americans, there was kind of a disconnect, and now it's grown closer.
Afrobeats, yeah. Afrobeats is making the magic.
You think that's what's making the magic?
Yeah, bro, that's it. The sound is traveling. People are learning languages that they don't even know how to speak. Now it's so cool to identify with being African, where before that wasn't the case. I think Afrobeats is playing a huge part, of that in that, like, because it's I've said it before. Randomly, people just go check their DNAs and find out they're Nigerians, they're Ghanaians, like, but that wasn't the case like how many years ago. It's the sound. The sound is traveling. People are in tune. You're finding out who you are through the music as well. Yeah. And I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. I bring up this thing and shout out to one of my Nigerian friends. He was like, yo, we just talking, like, he asked me if I was gonna go to Africa, and I was just like, I don't know. And he was like, well, you've been to Mexico, haven't you? I was like, yeah. He's like, overseas too, huh? I was like, yeah. He's like, brother, go home. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, go home.
I was like, it just
go home.
He's like, go back home. Like, yeah. You've been to all these other places. Yeah. You haven't been back where you from. Like, go home. And I was just like, yo, that resonated with me.
Have you tried to check your DNA?
Yeah, I definitely have. West African, 63%.
What country though?
I can't remember exactly which country, but definitely 63%.
Yeah.
And for a long time, because I'm light skinned and everybody would just crack jokes, they were like, "Oh, you got to be Latin." And I looked at it, I was like, "See, I told y'all."
That is funny. Well, yeah, man, go back home, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to do it again, though, because I lost it. It was like, it all happened right when COVID hit. Like, I got my results back, COVID hit. It was like a weird thing.
Let me ask you, why did you do it, though?
I wanted to know. Honestly, be honest, it was just one of those things. You see you get hit with the commercials all the time. Yeah. And he's like, and then as a kid, again, seriously, you grow up and you don't know what you are when you light skin. Mm-hmm. You really don't. When you're light-skinned African American, you don't know. So I wanted to find out.
Find out where you're from.
Yeah.
I think it's the most important thing, like, know where you're from. And, 63%, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
You're African, bro.
it's so crazy.
Yeah.
Let's get to this. Now, of course, you're a huge artist. There's other huge artists. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if it's like that in Africa, but I know it's like that here. We want to see them collab. So is there Burna Boy or Tim's, or is this something coming with you guys on soon?
Back home, like, generally we collaborate. It's just when the time is right, Mm-hmm. Everybody's busy working on their stuff, Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely collaborations will happen. I have a song with Wizkid called Pami. Mm-hmm. It's Wizkid, myself, and Omale. Yeah, and Tim's and I worked before. I mean, although the song never made it out. Because, I mean, until you find the right one, you don't put it out. So, yeah, Collaboration is easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, of course, with it now being, I mean, you think, in a sense, it's worldwide. Hip-hop, it is worldwide in that way. But for some reason, I just feel like Afrobeats, just like when y'all drop, it's going to be countries and countries and countries that are going to be on top of the music. Is that why you might take a little longer, because you like, yo, I got to make sure this sound is right to go across everywhere?
There's never been any effort to make the sound travel. It's just you just make music.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I do. Okay. Whatever I make is great anyway, so there's no pressure to make it crossover or anything. When I release it crossover anyways. My people are everywhere. My sound has cut across like territories, ages, and I'm grateful for that.
Love it. All right, projects, man. Talk to me about what we got going on.
Tequila Ever After. I just released it like 2 months ago. It's an amazing album. I drank tequila for the first time last year in April in LA. And I'm like, what the heck is this? This is so good. Like, I should have been on this like all my life. And since that day, I stopped taking cognac and every other thing. I've been taking tequila, drinking tequila. And I thought, I need to document this feeling in an album. So Tequila Ever After, the album, my 5th studio album, is just think of it as a conversation you have with friends over shots of tequila. You know, it's bold, it's conversational, it's all bets are off. You know what? Everything that happens when you drink tequila, bro, that's what you get on the album.
Oh, love it. I love it. I'm gonna have to, and shout out to Drew. Drew was like, man, I'm right listening to it. I was like, yo, I got it.
He's been raving about it.
Yeah.
Huge shout out, Drew.
Big shout, man. Hey, Adekunle, I appreciate you, brother, coming by.
Thank you for having me.
And again, now I'm going to consider us friends, so you my hookup when I get to Africa, bro.
I got you.
I'm like, look, I know Adekunle Gold.
Look,
watch
Lagos?
this.
Yeah,
look at this. Look at this. This is me and him. This is me and him talking. Man, appreciate you, my brother, man.
Thank you for having me.
Go crazy at the show, and see you next time you get back to Chicago.